Chanel Ali and Reece James. Congratulations to you.
This is Daniel Ezra. Don't miss a new episode of All American this Monday at 8/7 Central on the CW.
Now at 10, the Supreme Court keeps the widely used abortion pill mifepristone available for women nationwide for now. But its future still hangs in the balance. What you need to know.
Plus, a Compton community leader now taking legal action after he says he was harassed and humiliated by LA County Sheriff's deputies who raided the wrong house.
And it feels like summer out there, but beaches are closed along one popular stretch of sand. Why officials say it is not safe to go into the water. Now in the news at 10. Good evening, I'm Cher Calvin.
And I'm Rick Chambers. Mike has got the night off. The U.S. Supreme Court has preserved full access to a key abortion drug that's used by millions of women to end a pregnancy.
The High Court put a hold on a lower court's ruling to suspend the FDA's approval of mifepristone altogether, a decision that would have affected access to the drug for women nationwide. More than 5 million women have used mifepristone to end pregnancies since it was first cleared for use in the United States by the FDA 23 years ago. It is the first major abortion-related decision since the Supreme Court struck down Roe v. Wade last June. Samantha Cortese joins us live in studio with reaction to the Supreme Court's decision. Sam.
Sharon, Rick, the White House responded to this ruling from the Supreme Court. They say they stand with the FDA, agreeing the abortion pill is safe. A small group of anti-abortion demonstrators rallied outside the Supreme Court ahead of a decision about the abortion pill mifepristone.
Right now in America, almost 60% of all abortions are chemical abortions.
But Friday, the Supreme Court decided to preserve the FDA approval. This allows mifepristone to continue circulation, while the issue of its approval, challenged by a federal judge in Texas, moves through the lower courts, possibly back up to the Supreme Court.
When it comes at least to abortion drugs, the FDA has acted in what appears to be a pretty arbitrary way.
Thomas Jipping with the Heritage Foundation says the case is less about the abortion debate and more about the safety protocols used by the FDA.
I think we should all expect that when government agencies like the FDA make decisions, that they should follow the law.
Mifepristone has been used to terminate more than 5 million pregnancies in the United States since the FDA approved it in 2000. Last week, the White House reinforced its stance on the pill.
This administration stands by the FDA and is prepared for this legal fight, and we will continue our work to protect reproductive rights to ensure that women can make their own decisions about their own bodies without government interfering.
Democrats in Congress say they will keep pushing for nationwide access to abortion.
And that means a much more active Congress in pushing back when the Supreme Court does absolutely stupid things that rob women and rob people generally of their rights.
Here in California, Governor Newsom announced he will introduce legislation to protect pharmacists who dispense abortion pills, and he wants to secure a state supply of the abortion pill. Back to you.
Sam, thank you. It is a perfect weekend to head to the beach as temperatures soar across the Southland, but beaches in Long Beach are closed for health reasons. Officials say hundreds of thousands of gallons of waste spilled into the water, leaving nearby residents looking to find another way to stay cool this weekend.
Chris Wolf live in Long Beach tonight. He's got the latest on that. Chris?
Yeah, Rick and Cher, the warning signs are posted, but not a lot of them. And many of the people I spoke with today hadn't even seen these signs, and they were not aware that these beaches are closed or that the ocean water is contaminated. It's the first hot weekend of the year, beach weather, as people say. The only problem is the beaches or coastal areas of Long Beach are temporarily closed because of contamination.
Literally raw sewage right here on our beach, yeah. And this is also the dog beach, so the dogs are coming in and out of the water. I wonder how that's going to affect them. But yeah, it's really disturbing.
Yellow signs posted at lifeguard